Hello and welcome back to Ports of Call, folks. We're looking at ship models from 2003 to 2012 this time around. And we are here at the Kara Shipbrokers Company. And we're going to go to the top floor. High-tech liners, please. So, last time around we've seen pretty much all of these, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, some shell included. We are looking at exactly no new models in 2003 for big liners. Well, bit of a disappointment. Let's go to the tankers. Bergenot is new. Yes. A bit on the small side for a tanker. Nice color scheme though. Cape Bird. Tiny. Tiny. You've seen those. SKS Syra is new and mid-sized. Nothing too impressive. And the others we know already. Cargo ships. What's shaking? We know that. BBCs I always get confused because they're in a series. Berlin Express. Okay. Nice. We would have liked to have one of these, I'm sure. Canberra Express we've seen, Katmatapan Euro Snowy saw, 100 Ottawa, we'd also like to have one. More Maersk Falmouth and Waterford we saw. Florentina. Okay, we would also have one of these, I'm pretty sure. Look at that bunker. This little fella can go round and round and round the world. At least twice, I'd say. The Leia we'd seen, the Vienna, okay, more reasonably sized ship, which is to say uninteresting. Noresia Integra. Did this come before the car model? Is it a Hyundai Integra? Is it Honda Integra? It's one of the Japanese names. They always come up with these strange car names that I don't know, they must sound like these dynamic and synergistic words that are foreign to them, but in Europe and the United States, they just sound silly. Like the Integra, the Accord, but names that don't fit cars at all. Yeah, 2003? This might have been before the car model, I'm not sure. So there were, oh no, I'm confusing. Integra was, I think there were even rally cars with an Integra name. Huh, my lacking car knowledge is showing through the cracks. Not sure. It is a car name. It was also a car brand used prior or after this, not sure. Neva Shenzhen, Rickmers Hamburg, we didn't like. Smaragd. Ooh, that's a strange design. Oh no, that it's tiny. Yeah, I thought this was, no, that's not. I see. Okay. Tiny, bit expensive for the size. I would not buy this. Supergiant 8000, promising name, and wow, it delivers. 165,000 tons of capacity. Wouldn't mind having one of those. Toronto Express, that's fine, but compared to the Supergiant 8000, that's nothing. Yorktown Express, again, you must look to the Supergiant 8000 if you want something good. Special ships. Nothing new. Well, next year then. 2004. And, oh, I see the high... Wow, that's a tiny ship in appearance. Yeah, tiny ship in appearance, but 810 passengers? Where? Are they dragged behind the ship on a rope? Well, ferry type deal. Region Dawn, Pont-Avant. Okay, another La Manche ferry. Queen Mary the Second, or Mark II. Now. This is a proper flagship for, oh yes, 780 million buckaroos, though. Ouch, that would hurt our bottom line. 30 knots, 439 tons. To make that much machinery, burn that much fuel to go 30 knots. It's a city-sized ship, so unsurprisingly, very expensive. We would definitely want one of these babies, though. Oh, yes. At least one. At least one. So, very good year for shipping. Very, very good year for shipping. 2004. Well, tankers, let's see. British environment. So your crew is made up of buffoon politicians and hooligans? Not sure it's the environment you want at sea for months. But you do you. Long Island. Right, so it's 500,000 tons of fuel being conducted by drunk middle-aged women. Is my understanding from the name of the ship. And we would want one of these. 130 million for 500,000 tons of tanker capacity. Yes, please. That's probably enough for what? 500,000 tons of Long Island iced teas. That's what? One afternoon for a group of Long Island middle-aged women. I think they could go through that. Term Estrid. A bit too small. Cargo ships. Azul Libero. Nice, it's a very large bulk cargo ship. And not too slow, as they usually are. This would be a good pickup. Baltic Swan, unimpressive. Berlin Express we've seen. The Jaguar. Again, with the naming conventions. It's a mid-sized, not very fast ship. What's Jaguar-y about it? Tell me. Giant Extra. Read all about it. It can carry the world. Wow. We would want one of these too. And, oh, there's a new Maersk. Ah, but it's tiny. Oh, that one's closer to what we'd like. MSC, nothing new. The Hamburg we'd seen. San Francisco Express, no, that's new. That's also a big one. We'd also want one of these. Speedy Continental. Well. That's a lot of cargo capacity, not so much in container count. So it's for heavy containers. That's a bit too specialized for us. And speaking of special, let's go to the special ships, where there's one new entry. And my god, it's a boxy piece of ugly crap ship. Car transport, of course. Alright, well, these are the thing. Not our thing, though. So on to 2005. And this year in cruise ships big line. Certainly delivers on the tag. Almost 3,000 passengers. Ooh, 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 ooh. 450 million price tag. Oof. I'm always expecting to see lightning strike on this ship, because there can be only one Highlander. High Speed 5 we didn't like, Norwegian Dawn we did like, and Volcan de Timanfaya, what a name! That's what? That's a... Armas. Either that's a Canaries ferry ship, or a Baleares ferry ship, or somewhere in the Caribbean Spanish-speaking ferry ship. Interesting. Berge Odin. Oh my god, I didn't know Odin was the god of the undersea, but apparently they are. Look at that. Yeah, that's how the captain speaks on this ship. Rich environment. Energy sprinter. You're not even fast. What? Does the captain actually sprint all the way and back again? That's about a stadia length, right? Yeah, that's probably it. That's why it's called sprinter, because the captain practices sprinting on the deck there. That's the only explanation possible, fellas. Only explanation possible. NS concept. Too middle of the road for us. Too small. Puteri Mutiara Satu. Not Puteri. Puteri Mutiara Satu. Yes. Again, not large enough to make a good tanker that is cost effective at carrying low yield per ton goods like oil. As far as cargo goes, we've seen that. Yeah, those two. Cape Foster's new and doesn't interest us at all. Cape Rosa, better. Bulk cargo ship, 17 knots. That's pretty good. CMA Rose is better than the Jaguar, but also significantly more expensive. So, that's a bit of a bitter pill to swallow. I almost read that as Govna. The Govna Maersk. No, it's Gunvor. Not the same thing. And, well, we would like to have one of these, please. Yes, please. Check. Maersk Varna we'd seen. Carolina. Not bad. Not bad at all. The Egypt. Not so good, but still good. Fiorentina, the Shanghai would also want to say hi to. And OOCL Sweden. Not impressed by the ship, but I could be swayed one way or another if there are very, very pretty Swedish girls in the ship. With a barely recognizable caricature of a Swedish accent. And, oh, I like the Savannah Express. We would also want one of these. I see that after the millennium sets in, all the good ships come out, and we want to buy every single one of those. Shinseto, not bad cargo bulk carrier either. STL Caroline. Ooh, fast, big. Nothing wrong with that. Toronto Express, we've seen Ultra de Europa. Oh, ho, ho. Okay. 28 knots at over 150,000 tons of goods. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we are getting somewhere. 2005. Things are heating up since last year when the Queen Mary came out. Daehan number 3. Well, glad we didn't see the other first two models. This one's crap. Toledo. Oh my god. It hurts the eyes. Those car transport ships are so ugly. On to 2006. 2006. It can take a while to recover from such a sight. Brain almost melts out of your ears. Big line. We liked. High speed 5 with La Superba. This is another ferry. What does that say? Grandi navi veloci. Big fast ships? That's a bit blunt. La Superba. Italian? Is this a Sardinian ferry? Not sure. Queen Mary II. Oh. How we love this one. Volcan de Timanfaya. British environment we hated. Hellespont Prosperity. That's fine but unimpressive. The Jasmine. Oh, we missed the Jasmine Knutsen. Yeah, I thought it was another Knutsen probably. The Long Island we had a lot of fun with. NS Concept. The Puteri Stena Atlantica. That's new and fine. Icebreaker. Icebreaker? Do we ever need an icebreaker in the game? Not sure. Are harbors like Nuuk and Point Hope and Khabarovsk inaccessible in winter, maybe? Not sure. That's an interesting remark there. Not sure it plays a role in the game. Stena Primorsk, too small. Torm Estrid, we don't like particularly either. Let's go. Cargo ships. And we've seen those. Bizarre's new. Yes. Nice color scheme. Very, very mediocre. Chicago Express. Nice. Nice. Very, very, very nice. Rose we didn't like. Emma Maersk. Okay. Now, this one can't even fit on the view screen here. It's so large. Okay, now these are the ships we like. Very, very good. Heavy Deluxe. That is even larger. Wow. "29 knots, 200,000 tons of cargo, 3,000 reefers. That's a Suezmax. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Maersk Soul, nice. West Carolina, we saw the Deborah. Okay, this ship is going to be screaming at the manager of every single port they stop at and calling their friend Karen over. Red Shell. I don't think we saw this one before, but it's fine. We would have one, I guess. Shanghai the same. Tomoko. Yeah, again, we'd wouldn't mind having one on the fleet. Nordwuga, a bit too small. Bit too small. San Francisco Express we liked. Savannah we liked. Shinseto we liked. STL Caroline we also liked. Toronto Express is small. Ultra Dropper we liked. Brisbane Express too small. Special ships. Anything new? Let's see. Grande Sicilia. And there's the famous Grimaldi lines with the most horrible ships on the sea. That's fine. The Orca is a submarine. Is it supposed to be a submarine? I think it's supposed to be a submarine. 20 passengers at 17 knots? I think it's a submarine. Why would you need a submarine? Don't know. More ugly transport ship, we've seen those. And that's it for this year. On to 2007 now. So, any good liners? Orchestra. Ooh. A billion. A billion. And we thought the Queen Mary was expensive. $1 billion. A billion. Let me just say that again. $1 billion. It's $1 billion. Queen Mary is better. This is $1 billion. Queen Mary is faster, but this is $1 billion. This is the so it's smaller, slower, more expensive, and has ridiculous names. This is the Apple product of the shipping world. Underspec, overpriced, stupidly named. This is the iCruise. There we go. MSC Orchestra. I'd still buy one. Al Safia. Okay, nice and big container. Not container, tanker ship. Not very impressed by it. Prosperity we've seen, Yasmin we've seen, NS Concept we've seen, Atlantica, that we've seen, that's what we also saw. Okay, nothing new in 2007 for tankers. As far as cargo goes, El Flaco. Ah, the weak, yeah, it is tiny, not surprising. Eleonora Maersk. Okay, we would also like one of these babies. Yes, please. It is the exact same ship as the Emma, only slightly more expensive, and delivery time 113 days? So it's not even finished? Okay, well, that'll teach us. There's Maersk we've seen, Maersk Seoul we've seen, the Varna we've seen, Deborah, Egypt, Rochelle, the Cindy. Man, MSC is all that's missing is the Karen, really, and the Tiffany and the Kimberly. Look at these names, Deborah and Cindy, and Rochelle with an ELE. This is like the trailer trash naming convention. Working to design these ships here. It is a fine ship though. Shinseto we've seen. Ultra Europe via water. Well, hopefully it's not going to be via ground or via Yeah, land, because it's a ship. It wouldn't go very far on land. So it might, yeah, it should go via water. Thank you. That's fine. Large and expensive, the way we like them, but that carries a lot. Yacht Express. Yacht Express? To transport yachts, I guess? Does have a large open... maybe that's it. And maybe it's a yacht transport ship? Why wouldn't the yacht just sail to wherever it needs to go instead of... I'm not too sure your business plan here is going to work out. But it exists. I'm pretty sure it's not to transport yachts though. Just cars. And that's 2007. 2008. And okay, we've got Cruise Roma. Another ferry. Tenacia or Tenacia. Another ferry. Okay. And oh, there's a lot of these on for sale now. 4 Queen Mary II's. Who could afford that? Oh, they're much cheaper now than they were last year. How much is the orchestra? Well, the orchestra is still quite expensive. So these are just less. Oh, the ship condition is 75%. Okay, these are less expensive because it'll take about $250,000 to get them back to up to scratch. I think up to over 90% condition. That's why. Ship tankers. Let's see, new tankers. You've seen those. Husband Prosperity. The Marib. That's new. Oh, another yeah, LPG. That's fine. That's a nice looking tanker. Certainly want that. The Moza. Yeah, that's good. Large and not too expensive. The Eastern Atlantic and Primorsk we've seen. That's fine. Cargo ships. Okay, that's a new. Yeah, that's a new one. And a good one. A new and a good one. Eleanor we've seen. The Emma. Wow. The sister ships. These we would definitely want. The Governor Maersk. It's the Gunvor. It's the Gunvor. Heavy Deluxe we'd like. Heavy Trent. Oh, that's another good one. Not bad. Carolina Daniela. Also not bad at all. Especially in dry dock, as we can see. It's an aerial dry dock. It's a new model. Egypt, Rachel, Son of Tomoko. Kind of like all of these, except the names are super cheap. Yeah, like I said, only Tiffany and Kimberly are missing for the suite of not very good names. Oh, Carolina, Daniela, that was fine. Deborah, you really need an O there. See, you wrote your name incorrectly. The Egypt is oddly out of place in the Shanghai. Cindy with an S and Rachel with an E at the end. Those are right on point with the trailer trash naming convention. And nothing new. Okay, nothing else on the horizon there. Special ships. The Orca we saw, which I think is a submarine. Submariner one, that's definitely a submarine. 12 passengers for 40 crew? It's an atomic icebreaker. What possible use could we make of this? Now I'm intrigued. Why would it need the Orca? And this is an atomic icebreaker. If it's atomic, why does it need fuel? I mean, bunker fuel. And it uses a lot of fuel for a submarine, I'd say. Hmm. Why do we need an atomic ice-breaking submarine? I don't know. I seriously don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. Super expensive. 89 million? The Orca was just 1 million. And it carried almost twice as many passengers. It was quite a bit slower though. It was not atomic icebreaker. I can. Oh no, this is not a sub. Oh, I think this is just set way too low in the water line. I think this is supposed to be a ship, because this says submarine here. Well, maybe we'll look at correcting the Orca stat line. Okay, well, that's it for this year. Interesting. Very interesting and unusual. On to 2009. And... oh. No new cruise ships. Okay, well, let's move on to the tankers. And... I don't see anything new. Huh, okay. Lean year, apparently. And cargo ships... Emma and the heavy trans last year. The trailer trash naming convention MSCs. Super trans. That's new. And big. And expensive, but fairly good. Okay. We would buy that. So there's the one, at least. Special ships. Nothing. Huh. Very lean year, 2009. What were what was shipbuilding doing in 2009? Maybe a humongous depression had something to do with it. Maybe not a lot of huge transport ships were coming out just after a financial meltdown, now that I think about it. Maybe something related to that. Okay, that's it for that year then. With financial crisis in the air, maybe there's going to be a lot of tiny ships. Or no ships? There's no new models. Okay. No new liners in 2010. No new tankers in 2010. And no new cargo ships in 2010. Oh yeah, this is Transwater. Okay, very big, very expensive. Nice. And special ships? The Subarctica. Another submarine. 12 passenger, 30 knot, fuel cell ice-breaking submarine. 235 million worth. To carry 12 passengers to where? A evil villain's secret lair? What is this for? Going to Antarctica. There's no Antarctic port in the game. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, very few models coming out these years. There might not actually be any new models not modded in, maybe, after this. I'm not sure when this game came out, now that I think about it. Was it 2008? 10? Maybe. That's last year. Oh, no. Special ships. Yeah, Arctic Mariner. Okay, that's 2010. So no new models. Interesting. And well, folks, going through the next few years, I realized yeah, I think the game came out in 2010 or something, or only planned out models up to that point because looking at the ships available in 2021, so just before we hit the current year, I can see only, where was it? High-tech cargo, yeah. One ekranoplane that carries passengers. That, of course, 2017 knots, 500 tons a day. Yeah, well, it's got some range to it. Not very, very long range plane, but decent. For which you need a new platinum license. I'm not sure which license I've bought. It was so long ago. I don't know if it's a new platinum license. Well, I do see the thing, so I don't know. And the Submarine 2012, another ice-breaking submarine that carries cars, 4 cars, because of course when you're going to the secret villain lair thing, you need to transport your, I'm guessing, pickups with machine guns in the back, and your 44 henchmen, and of course you and your upper echelon villains, the 12 first class seats, and that's pretty much it. Huh. It kind of looks like, what's the Battlestar Galactica name for the robot things? I don't know. The ones with the red dot going constantly cycling left and right on the visor there. And that's it. That's all of the commercially available ship models in my modded, added-on version of the game, up to the current year of 2022. But if the modding community keeps working, and unfortunately, past few years, it's been petering out to a degree. It might not. Hopefully, well, few enthusiasts here and there, like myself, manage to keep the game somewhat available in terms of add-on material, so that newcomers can enjoy it. We're still going to look at the ship sim, the 2D and the 3D maybe, to get a feel for how it works, because I don't particularly like playing with it. It's a bit gimmicky. It's the part I liked the most in the original Ports of Call when I was 8, but now that I'm closer to, well, not really closer to 80 than 8, but now that I'm older, I don't really care much for the arcadey style shipping sim. But for those that don't know that, we'll take a quick look. And here we are, folks. This is the 2D sim, and we can make the ship go backwards, forwards. We're navigating the Long Island, so we're obviously going to be drunk, of course. We can use the bow and stern thrusters as well, and we're supposed to go. There. I'm not sure how we're gonna manage that. If we... Yeah, that's the bow thrust going the other way. That's fine. So we need to go forward a bit. And potentially... Well, maybe faster than that, please. So this is your control, the set speed. This is actually the engines engaging and trying to push the ship to where you're going. Port and starboard, obviously. We want to go slightly to port to start turning in. Actually, yeah, go all the way. Let's try to turn the ship. Let's slow down there. Don't want to crash into the actual wall. I think we can then just use the thrusters. A lot of inertia to a ship this big. So let's slowly slow down. Pardon the unnecessary repetition. And then let's go backwards. Do we not need to turn the other way? Maybe not. Maybe we shouldn't keep turning to port. No. Starboard. Yeah, thought so. Need to invert the control, so turn to starboard. Yeah, okay, it's turning slowly. You can actually zoom in quite close to the ship and see the modeling of the shadows and whatnot, or quite far. So we're going... I don't think we're going anywhere fast. So we want... Which way are we going to be turning? This way? Yeah, that's fine. Let's speed up the turning with the thrusters. Oh yeah, that's much faster. We should have been doing that from the start. Okay, so let's stop the main engine. No. What are you doing? Are the thrusters not powerful enough? They're powerful enough to turn us, but not powerful enough to carry us in? Really? Oh, they are. Okay. So let's... Oh, no, we're turning too much. I'm not sure we're gonna get there. We're essentially the same position we were when we began. Just barely different position. Too much inertia we're not taking into account, I think. So we're almost at a full stop here. Right, so if we get our thrusters that way. Okay, now we're moving. Not exactly an orthodox way of getting there, but it'll get us there, just with the thrusters. So as you can see, this is not the most detailed part of the simulation, and the irritating part in game is that it's time limited. Meaning instead of, I don't know how long a ship has to get into port, however many minutes or hours, here we have like 5 minutes, and a realistically short time frame to be able to move sometimes huge ships into position at sometimes really narrow docking sites with no tug help at all. Which, to be frank, seems kind of unrealistic. But it is the arcadey aspect of the game. Oh, no. We want to slightly adjust the position to the other side here. We're not completely parallel there. Yeah, that's it. And move along a bit more. We'll get there. We'll get there. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And yeah, doing this every once in a while is kind of fun, I have to admit, but it gets really repetitive really quickly if you have to do it more often. Okay, so we're moving into position. There's a bit of inertia carrying us in. Can we adjust the other way? Come on. No, 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 no. Come on, turn a bit. Yeah, I was using the stern instead of the bow thrust. Stupid of me. Come on. Come on. There we go. We made it. So that's a bit not exactly spectacular, is it? As I said, a bit of fun here and there, especially to see how different ships look like in the simulation. Different sizes, different types. That's kind of fun. The actual maneuvering in a time limit is super stressful. And if you miss it, it just gets super expensive. So I just prefer playing without the simulation. But you can see how it works. And that is Ports of Call XXL. Hope you enjoyed it.